Delusional as always, Meghan Markle is apparently planning to become a director on a major project this year. Greetings, everyone, and a very warm welcome to you all. Oh folks, we've got a juicy one today from The Express with the headline, Meghan Markle plans to become director on major project this year. It seems Meghan Markle is ready to step behind the camera and become a Hollywood filmmaker, directing movies and TV shows herself, or so it is claimed. My, so this is Meghan's grand plan, is it? I do wonder if anyone else is aware of the supposed scheme of hers, such as executives who could actually greenlight this little proposal. I mean, this woman is completely out of touch with reality. She just puts these ideas out there and expects them to materialize. Nobody is going to let Meghan Markle become a director. I mean, honestly, just consider what she did with her podcast series Archetypes. There is absolutely no way anyone will entrust her with this kind of chance. But just for amusement's sake, let's look at what this article is alleging. So this is a good one. The Duchess of Sussex has apparently told her new team at talent agency W&E that she sees herself taking on a new role behind the camera rather than in front of it. Well, Meghan Markle envisions a lot of things that nobody else can see. That doesn't mean any of it is grounded in reality. Oh, and get this, a senior production source has supposedly confirmed, quote, she believes the time is right for her to make the leap from actor to auteur. Right, just because Meghan Markle thinks something does not make it so. In fact, it usually means the opposite is true. Now, one thing we do see in Hollywood is successful actors transitioning to directing later in their careers. But Meghan Markle was never especially successful as an actress. She was a bit player, even a briefcase model on Deal or No Deal. And her biggest role was as Rachel Zane on Suits. But again, she wasn't even the star. She didn't get top billing. So okay. The source goes on to allege she is aiming to land the director's chair on at least one major project this year. But according to The Express, it's unlikely that Meghan will make her directorial debut with the film version of Meet Me at the Lake. Alright, so what exactly is she going to be doing then? I thought that novel was acquired by Netflix specifically so that Meghan could direct or produce it or something along those lines. So now we're hearing that information may not have been accurate. I'm shocked. Oh, how helpful. The Express provides an explanation. The source stressed, this film has already been delayed by the strikes, and Netflix wants an experienced director to push it along as quickly as possible. Ah, so it's just a matter of timing then. The source continued, but there is no reason why Meghan shouldn't cut her teeth in the coming months at the helm of a less pressing project. She's really keen to get her first hands-on chance. Last I checked, she already got her hands on a project, and clearly couldn't even manage a simple podcast series successfully. How on earth will she be able to helm a successful film? This is the most preposterous notion I think I've ever heard. In fact, I don't know which idea is more straight from the Harkle zone. This one about Meghan becoming a director, or the one about her and Harry having a third child. Well, I certainly hope she doesn't try doing both at the same time. And apparently Meghan has been just thrilled at how popular Suits has become on Netflix. Meghan, why do you assume people are watching Suits just for you? They're probably just bored with Netflix offerings. I'd wager that's a major reason Suits has done well. Not you. And the source says, despite her directing ambitions, Meghan has not, repeat not, closed the door completely on acting. A Suits reunion is something that is definitely being talked about. Yeah, I don't think anyone assumed Meghan was done acting. It's more that the entertainment world is done with Meghan. She's not the one calling the shots here. I do love how she just puts all this stuff out there to signal she'll take any job thrown her way. Which is probably wise since she and Harry are running out of money. But does that mean she'll actually land acting or directing work? Absolutely not. She'd first have to stop being such an unpleasant person, and secondly, she'd need actual talent. I don't foresee either of those miracles happening anytime soon. Well, that concludes my take for today. And now it's time for my favorite part of these videos, discussion time. Today we'll be talking about the comments you all left. In that video, we discussed the idea that Harry is genuinely trying to reconcile with his family, based on a closer report showing Harry smiling and claiming he wants to rebuild his relationship with King Charles. We've also had these stories about Doria moving in with Harry and Meghan at their Montecito mansion. So in my view, Harry is clearly trying to escape at all costs. Comment I want to highlight comes from Dizzy Chef. Dizzy says, Harry has a cruel nature, a weak nature. Harry has not had a backbone. He's lived in the past too long and allowed Meg to hurt his family. William needs to protect his family at all costs. He's a future king. Meg wants that throne and Catherine's tiaras. She's dangerous and spiteful. Well, I completely agree with you. And I don't think William is going to let Harry get close to his family anytime soon. As for Meghan, never. Meghan needs to abandon any fantasies she has about ever seeing William and Catherine in person again. They despise her, and for good reason. We got some responses too. Barbara agrees, and AJ London also says, well said. Then Sue Clark says, we have learned through all this what kind of person Harry was all along. He has a mean streak, and he's easily triggered. The royal family should always keep their guard up if he ever comes back. Sue, I think you're right about this, and I believe they will remain cautious. Now honestly, I think the royal family will allow Harry to return in some capacity eventually. But resume his role as a working royal? No, never. And I believe William will find it very difficult to ever fully forgive Harry. It will likely take a very long time before that happens. The next comment is from user 1916. They said, if the king wants to accept his son back into the family, that's his decision. Mistake, but it's his decision. I still wouldn't trust him. Prince William, the smart one, and Harry are grown-up adults. And the king cannot expect Prince William to offer an olive branch. Why should he? What did he do wrong? Harry just criticized Prince William and Catherine and their children every chance they got. If Prince William never spoke to him again, who could blame him? Prince William is going to protect his family. I agree with you. Now I think Harry had better act quickly if he wants to reconcile with the family, because once the king passes away, I don't know if Harry will have any chance at all with William. And I hope the king lives a long and healthy life, hopefully as long as his mother. But Harry needs to consider these things. Then Diane responded, saying to forgive but use the wisdom gained to safeguard against past offenses happening again. I think you make an excellent point, Diane. Forgiveness is important, especially in a family, but as you said, caution is wise after someone has proven themselves a traitor like Harry. It's crucial they aren't fully trusted again. I also want to highlight this fascinating discussion started by Susan Cosm Newsom. Susan says, Harry is starting to panic, especially since Queen Mary abdicated. He's thinking King Charles might. And if he does, and Harry doesn't have a foot back in the royal family, that Prince William will cut that foot off and kick him out. William will never know. He'll never forgive Harry, nor should he. We got some responses. User IQ3 said, interesting scenario. I hadn't thought of that angle, but it seems rational, a possibility. But the king abdicating, that's a hard one to consider. I've wondered if he would step down if his queen consort predeceases him. And health could also play a part in determining whether or not abdication ever happens. And then Susan responded again, he may not have a choice. If King Charles lets Harry back in and allows him to go back to his normal position, I feel the people of Great Britain will push him out. Or shut down the monarchy altogether. I feel the people would trust William, but they're losing their faith in King Charles If he would stand up to Harry and Meghan or Omid Scobie, for what was written, he may survive this. But the English people are getting tired of his indecisiveness. They are going to let him know about it soon. It's an interesting question. Firstly, I don't believe the king has any intention of abdicating. He has waited his whole life for this position, and we don't know for certain that his health is declining significantly. Sure, it's not as robust as his mother's was at his age, but even so, I don't think there are any urgent issues. As for Prince William ever forgiving Harry, I agree you're probably right that if it happens at all, it won't be for a very long time. And regarding the British public potentially pushing King Charles to abdicate if he allows Harry to resume his royal duties, I don't think that will transpire because I don't believe King Charles will make such a foolish decision. He may let Harry back into the family because Harry is his son after all. But I highly doubt we'll ever see Harry reinstated as a working royal. You all, what do you make of this claim that Meghan will become an amazing director in 2024? Please share your thoughts below in the comments. If you enjoyed this, don't hesitate to like and share it with others who would appreciate it too. And if you haven't already, please click subscribe so you don't miss any updates. Thank you so much for watching. You have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy New Year 2024. Wishing you all the best this year.